He explained the three gunas, even the inner personality, dynamism, faith itself is of three gunas, three types. Then he explained that the food, yajna, dana, tapa, all these are also fall under these two, these four. And dana also, the three types. Why did he explain all these things? The four main dashboard dials in your life, by observing which we can know whether we are in the rajasic mood or the tamasic mood. A spiritual student is expected constantly to maintain himself in sattvic quality. Sattvic mood, mind quiet, alert, vigilant. To keep this purity of the mind, and the purity of the mind decays, degrades, when there is an insertion of the rajas and tamas. When the mind is flooded by rajas or tamas, the purity of the mind, the sattva, becomes less in proportion. Whenever the rajas and tamas are more, rajas creates agitations of the mind, vikshepa, and tamas creates veiling of the intellect, avaran. There are two Sanskrit terms. Thus the intellect is not able to recognize things properly, and the mind in agitation projects things which are not there. This trick of the mind is called a Maya. So Maya is created by rajas and tamas in your personality. When rajas and tamas are minimized, the mind is not identifying with the projections. Projections are reduced. When agitation is reduced, the veiling in the intellect is reduced. That is why when you sit down quietly, your intellect becomes bright. And then you say that Swami explained so beautifully. It is not. Every Swami will explain the same. But those Swamis don't see that you are quiet. So you bring your needlework also. Satsang. And look at each other's sari, the texture of the sari. From where did you get it? Where did you purchase it? How much did you pay? In between they are listening to Vedanta, then they don't understand anything, and then they have to go away and say that Swamiji, Vedanta hum log ke liye nahi hai. No, it's very difficult to understand. The intellect, big intellect is necessary. I am a dull. Nobody is being made by God as dull. Whenever your mind is in agitation, you are a dull creature. Whenever the mind is quiet, you are a brilliant genius. All great genius in science, in art, in literature are all those people, when they are at work, their mind is at total peace. Thus when rajas and tamas have come, and rajas functions at the mental level and the tamas at the intellectual level, the non-apprehension of reality and the misapprehensions of the same. Thus the sattva gets disturbed, and the sattvic quality is not there. A sadhak, a contemplative student must see that his mind is steadily kept at the sattvic level, at the creative poise of the mind. Quiet but alert and vigilant. To maintain sattva, there is no way that you can create sattva, but you can eliminate rajas and tamas. When the rajas and tamas are eliminated, sattva, its natural condition of the mind, will come. Water is always pure. The dirt and the filth in the water are all floating in it. If you can clearly or carefully filter the water and even distill it, the pure water, distilled water can be got even from sewerage water. Of all the parts of the world, New York is the most efficient. So many millions are living in that megapolis that no nation can support them with fresh water. So what to do? Millions of gallons of water is used by people. They go in sewerage. And with such a great efficiency, they are perfect machinery. They filter it, purify the water, and the water pumped back again to the country, to the town. There is nothing wrong. It is pure water. So that by the time you flush out and open the tap, the same water comes in. And the water that is coming in the tap, you can drink. That is the greatness of it. Having drunk such water, when they come to India and take Ganges water, they get stomach trouble. No. So, the water as such is not entering into a chemical combination with things that are held in suspension in water. Everything is held only in suspension in water. Rajas and tamas are held in suspension in sattva. If you can remove these, sattva increases. If the sattvic mind is there, steadiness in contemplation automatically comes.